with chipping has three parts to it effectively. Technique is repetition. You have to get the ball to land in a certain position, and then you have to get the ball to roll out to the target. All right, so club selection is really important, and club selection is actually a little bit of a strategy involved in it. Okay, so the first thing you want to be able to do is work out what golf club lands half the way along and then rolls the other half. All right, and for most people, it's either going to be a gap wedge or a sand wedge. So for me, if I was going to choose my halfway golf club, it would be my sand on. Okay, so I put these clubs out here, that's about halfway. If I was going to land the ball there, I'd use my sand on. Okay, when I change from landing a ball half the way along and rolling the other half, I go from a half to a third, I change 2 golf clubs. So then I would go and use my pitching wedge. All right, so my pitching wedge for me lands a third and rolls 2/3. If I wanted to go from a third to a quarter, I'm going to change 2 golf clubs, I go to my 8-iron. Okay, so landing point is determined by the golf club you've got in your hand. All right, so depending on which one I'm using will then depend on where I'm going to land the ball. It's called measuring off. Chipping is, the technique is this: you've got to pick a golf club, you've got to work out where it's got to land and then how far it's going to roll. All right, and so the first one you want to figure out is figure out the golf club that lands halfway, and then you go from there. As I said, normally when you go from a half to a third, you change 2 clubs. If you go from a third to a quarter, you change 2 clubs. All right, but what you want to do is go and actually practice what your ratios between landing and rolling are.